All right, folks, now we're going to switch gears, I guess. Joining us to talk about it is Katie Pavlich. Wait, talk about what? Joining us to talk about borders or the lack thereof or KGP credibility. Anyway, Katie Pavlich, got that out. Editor-in-chief of townhall.com, Fox News contributor, Liz Peek, syndicated columnist, Fox News contributor, ladies. Here is the aforementioned White House rather pathetic response to Joe Biden's handling of the border. Take a listen.
You know, I take offense, and I think the president does too, in saying that we haven't taken this seriously. When you put your first piece of legislation is on immigration to fix the broken system, that is taking it very seriously.
What is she talking about? What, there's like 10 or 12,000 illegals a day.
It's unbelievable. So, of course, there's what you can see with your own eyes with Bill Maloogian at the border, with tens of thousands of people coming over every single day. But Joe Biden has visited the border a single time. Once. And when he went, they cleaned out all of the processing centers, and he didn't see a single illegal crossing or illegal immigrant. Like, when, you know, reality, they sanitized the entire situation as if it was North Korea or something to shield him from the reality. She also then went on during this press briefing to talk about how Greg Abbott, the Republican governor of Texas, sending a few thousand illegal immigrants to proudly declared sanctuary cities like Chicago and New York, saying that it was inhumane and dehumanizing, all while ignoring the fact that the Biden administration is sending millions of illegal immigrants to any city they want to on buses and planes all over the country. So while they're saying what Republicans are doing is inhumane,
the Democratic Party
they do it
in full
and it's
revolt.
fine.
KJP's the only defender left. By the way, Liz, I don't want to forget this, holiday season. The border queen is Kamala Harris.
Yes.
I mean, it was her responsibility.
That was her first big faceplant, I would say, was trying to actually address the border. They take it seriously. In what way do they take it seriously? They put forward early in his administration a completely improbable immigration overhaul that they knew would never, ever go anywhere because big-time immigration bills never do go anywhere. They have never done a single thing to try and stem this flow. It's not working for this administration. I think that is what they're kind of missing. When Abbott and the government, the federal government, and other governors began shipping migrants around the country, it became a nationwide issue and talking point. The New York City mayor, for Pete's sake, is in big trouble with the Biden White House because we have a $12 billion budget deficit thanks to the Biden White House sending so many migrants here. So this is a problem. Polling shows it. He's got like 36% approval rating on the border. This is something they need to fix. And why, one other thing, why they haven't done a deal for Ukraine funding, which they're panicked about. They, desperately, urgently want,
they don't want
to do a border thing. It's unbelievable. It's a gift to the White House.
Why haven't they, Katie? That's a good question.
It's a great question. They act like this problem doesn't exist. It would be a great deal for them. And also, it's a gift from Republicans politically.
Yes.
Liz mentions that Joe Biden is down in terms of his polling on this border issue. Republicans are offering to help solve the problem by issuing some asylum reform. They want to stop the flow. The Biden administration wants more money to continue managing the flow. And, Joe Biden said when he was running for office the first time in 2020 that he was fine with accepting 3 million plus illegal immigrants into the country. Now we're up to like 20 million if you count all of the gotaways.
You have to be, by the way.
Politically, they should accept it as a gift from the Republicans in an election.
But the lefties won't let it happen because you have to, H.R. 2, I call it Trump tough. You need a Trump tough bill.
Which, by the way, is
Ford
popular.
tough trucks
That's why they're not doing
like
it.
that.
That's the reason
and they can't do it.
Right.
And I think Biden's caught. But you sloughed off. Kamala Harris is slightly ahead of Joe Biden in the polls. Did you know that?
I did.
And she's the border czar.
Yeah, because it's like
one poll. I need a commentary on that.
It's 1 point advantage, one poll out of a gazillion that shows she has even less favorability than her boss, which is really something.
Be a deal? Seriously, do you think there'll be a border deal? I mean, that's a $64,000 question every night we talk about. This is the first night we've given Bill Maloogian the night off, the poor guy. But I'm just saying, so far, nothing. I mean, there's no text, there's no rain, there's no wall, there's no
But there's also
Mexico.
no funding. There's no funding for Ukraine or Israel right now, and I think that's incredibly important to this administration. They look embarrassed anyway with their handling of the Ukraine war. I think it's been terrible. And now they have this issue with all of our allies looking at the United States and saying, where is the leadership? Get this done. If he can't do it, it's mortifying.
Do you think he's going to do it?
I mean, Republicans deserve credit for holding the line,
Yeah.
both in the Senate and the House. And behind the scenes, staff has been kept back to work on this border deal. It's a mind blower that because they don't want to be seen as going back to Trump policies that work, they're willing to put it all on the line and reject it all.
By the way, did you see the Washington Examiner put out the communications director, Biden's communication? It's the same old stuff again. They inherited an economy that was reeling with high inflation, and they saved it. Bidenomics saved it. Huh?
It's not working.
You sure?
The new Fox polling shows that not only do people not feel like this Bidenomics is working for them, but that by a 32-point margin, they have been actively harmed by Joe Biden's economy.
Otherwise, it's great.
Yeah, otherwise, it's great. And this
hope
whole
the GOP
inflation's going down when food is very
I don't want the
expensive.
GOP
It's
to
not
peak
working.
too soon on this one.
Well, and he's going back to blaming
I gotta get out of
corporations.
here.
That's
I gotta
great.
get out of here. All I can say is sometimes tariffs are not a good idea. I hope you noticed that I said
Yeah.
that, Liz
We
Peek.
did.
I heard that.
It's a good debate.
Katie Pavlich and Liz Peek.